what is your dash?
Okay, talk to him, see what that did. Charlie Bird, San Diego.
24, traffic 27. Okay, I'll put it a little closer than those trees. Let me come around with a loud 3 and I'll put it on those trees there. Roger that, loud 3.
There's no parachute behind you.
2 and
Once you get in there, actually, it's pretty comfortable.
Yeah, it is.
You get used to it.
The
wow.
is that that's a standard stick, is it?
I think it's the long one because I think it's an A4, longer stick.
My little.
There's no tree in there. You wouldn't be able to pull that tree.
That's what I was
in there.
That's what I was going to mention. Is one of the things that really was a stark difference to me was that the stick on the E and the G was way up here in the air, and then when you got in the
See, this is the only one I'm used to.
It was way down there because of the doggone chart tray that's slid out. That was weird because it just switching between the airplanes. That was the one thing I noticed every time.
What do you think?
I'm overwhelmed, because I just don't know how you all fly this stuff. It's one thing to take off here and enjoy the scenery and stuff, but now you're in a war.
Well,
and you're flying.
I don't have to worry about all the arm stuff, so I just discount all of that and just worry about the engine stuff.
Well, we were delivering serious hurt on the enemy too with this thing. So
yeah,
I wouldn't want to be on the ground under one of these.
Now I'm even happier that he made it back once I've been in one of these.
This was our reference point for a lot of roll-ins for dive bomb.
What do you
try to be steep.
Thing.
Navy used that for some kind of angle stuff. I don't know if it's carriers or what.
It's a nothing thing, right? It's just
a helmet hanger now.
It doesn't do anything.
Are you gonna sit in here?
If
I could get out.
I thought I might.
If and when I can get out, you can sit in here.
I thought I might.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know how in the world you guys did that.
This on there and ding your shin up, have you?
Jim, you mean?
Yeah. I know I have. Because it gets real oily there. And
yeah, I bet.
It's pretty clean now.
This is just like... And you fit.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like
2 times a day. You probably don't need a checklist.
Yeah, you probably. Yeah.
Did you use a checklist after the several months, Jim?
Jim, did you use a checklist?
I was always a checklist.
Well, I mean, I use this one. It's a pretty complex airplane still.
Yeah. I was always a believer.
You could miss something on this one pretty easily.
Yeah. Yeah. I pretty much did everything. And you used to checklist on that side or over here?
That's a compass over here.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's kind of hard to see with the sun and here in it. I don't think I even had a G-meter on this one.
Yeah. So the G-meter was right here, and one time, and the checklist fit neatly down in there. One time, our squadron commander was flying with my former roommate before Dick, and we were up in the Bam Bam Valley burning stacks of rice, which morally I wasn't a real fan of that, but if the bad guys were using it, it was
they probably
dry season. They were really strong, and so this guy Bill Gable, the squadron commander, comes sputtering off a pass, going, Jim Monk said, "Well, what's wrong, boss?" And he said, "Oh, my goddamn G-meter just exploded." And you think about that for a second. Well, and he had a little cut to his face.
Oh, wow.
Glass. What happened was we took a round.
Oh, no wonder it exploded.
Through the canopy, through the checklist, into the back of the G-meter, and popped the glass out the front. I mean, that round was...
Oh, my God.
Good thing you only just got glass. That was close to getting the round itself. That truck.
Yeah. Then I was doing an FCF one day, and part of the run-up checks, we checked everything, and part of it was checking the torque oil pressure. I think it was maybe the drop in torque oil pressure during the mag check, or it was a separate check. I can't remember exactly. But I literally sat there and I couldn't find the torque oil pressure gauge. And I'm going, well, that's ridiculous. It's here somewhere. And I remember I put my finger on every gauge in the cockpit on where is the damn thing. And the airplanes were notorious for having different gauges in different places. And pilots would say, hey, put this over here. And the crew chiefs would do it. It was crazy. You got in the airplane, you had to do a cockpit bam to find out where are all the gauges. And I said, there is no torque oil pressure gauge. I guess I'll go fly the FCF. So I called for takeoff clearance. When I pushed the power up to take the runway, I saw a flicker. Up where the G meter should have been was the torque gauge. How strange.
No, I'm
is
even
that?
more surprised they made it home.
And I did so I thought this isn't good safety, not good standardization to have these things everywhere. And I did I put in something, or I talked to the squadron commander, and he said, "Good, why don't you do a study of all of your airplanes?" And I remember distinctly we had 18 or 20 airplanes. There were 13 different arrangements, just primary overnight. And we were waiting for the weather to clear, just waiting and waiting.
Wow.
And it kept looking like it was going to, and then it didn't. So we finally did a one pass.
I know 7 hours.
We 7 total by the time we got back.
That's a long time.
It was. It should have been shorter, but my new squadron commander was my wingman, and I was leading a 8-ship of support airplanes. And so I carefully briefed the switchology. We're going to make one pass. We're going to fire rockets. We're going to drop CBU. We're going to switch over. We're going to go to bombs. We're going to get rid of all the containers, ripple those off, and we're going to do it in one pass. Well, that was some switchology, trickery to get all that done. But guys should have known how to do it. I made my pass. I'm looking around for everybody. I don't see my wingman, and finally I circled back around. Where are you? And I'm in your 6-way. And my idiot squadron commander has got all of his canisters, the empty rocket pods, the empty CVU pods, and we're fuel critical. And so I tell him to jettison them, and he's going, "Well, we're not over enemy territory anymore." And finally I said, "Okay, over the river, take it down low and jettison them in the river."
Where the whole airplane's going to be on.
He did.
Yeah.
And wingmen are supposed to listen to the flight lead. Rank's not supposed to be the issue. He said, "No, I'm not going to do that." I guess it was against his Mormon principles or something. So it was a what we call a K.M.A.G.Y.O.Y moment, where I kissed my ass goodbye. You're on your own. So I flew back, and I didn't think he would make it. And he landed barely with, literally fumes.
Well,
Idiot.
Now that's the thing on this airplane. I don't want to be down to 60 gallons of gas because you're starting to get uncomfortable. And I can't imagine flying under the wings and switch, or you try to switch beforehand.
Well, most of the time, the only time we flew with the wind tank is Sandy boat. You just had to sing a. And a lot of times you're supposed to slip off the center line to make it start your stack. It was pretty routine at night. You roll in and you forgot to do that. You pull off and you're nose high up there pulling off the target, and the engine quits, and you go, "Oh crap, where did he think?" And it would go. It would start up in a
Complicated, showing movies.
really?
Yeah.
How'd you learn?
And then I bought a T6.
Okay.
Actually, I bought the T6 for
One more time. She brought you back in
What?
time.
brought me back every time.
Buy this.
just the
Close ones.
monster airplane with this little tiny single seat up there. I thought that's so cute.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Good to see her.
they're not pretty
You want to
airplanes.
come to the airport
It's amazing that you made it back.
one reunion and
In a way, yeah.
Beach
Yes.
in November?
All the dumb things I did, and all the bad places I was, and all the times I came that close to getting shot down.
It's in, you have to
Oh, man.
Eglin Air Force Base to get in there.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about this airplane? When I start looking at photos,
It'd be so
I think she
cool.
was the first photo bomber. She's in the background of everything.
Gotta add-
There's all these films that I keep seeing her. I'm like, oh my God, there's 665. There's 665.
Oh,
She
yeah.
was everywhere. So, like Roger's
those
film,
are-
she was everywhere.
Another thing we got to put on